Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be working on an old bush hog, and it is yeah, it's ancient. It's in pretty rough shape. I've owned it for probably 15 years, and it wasn't new when I got it. It was quite used and abused, and I rarely use it, but it's one of those things that sometimes I do have a use for it. So it's worth making a little bit of effort. But I've been really busy, not keeping up with my chores, so my yard has gotten a little overgrown. So I need the bush hog to get caught up on my chores, because my normal mowers are gonna struggle and probably suffer some damage, just like burning up belts and stuff like that, trying to cut what's hay, basically. So the what's happened is the center hub on the stump jumper, or the assemblage that actually holds the blade, people call them different things, is actually broken off, because I was down bush hogging in a ditch and I actually hit a stump. I dropped it on a stump that I didn't know was there, but it is what it is. And so I've severed out the spline, and this is the piece that slips on the spline, and you can see obviously it's been welded before, and it doesn't look like it did a very good job. They didn't get much in the way of penetration, but the reality of it is that old weld now is great for indexing. So I am going to clean some of it up, because I'd like to do a better job. This thing actually has a fair amount of mass. These are the blades that hang on it, and I'm gonna take the grinder and put a new edge on them, just because I have a specific use for it, obviously. And then it's probably going to sit again for another 5 years anyway. But normally, it'd be advisable to come in and clean all this stuff out, because obviously they didn't get very good, penetration on it. And some of it I'm, definitely going to clean out. But I mean, you can see, like, these are just pieces of angle someone, put in to stiffen it up, and they're really going to prevent me from getting into the sides to add any weld. But so I'm going to clean some of this stuff up, put it back together, and call it good, because if it lasts me another 15 years, that's probably longer than I really need to worry about. So, yeah. So here we go. All right, the first thing I want to do is kind of get myself a witness mark for when I clean it up. I'll be able to, get it placed back in its correct orientation. Well, you get the idea. I'll keep at that, and I'll bring you back when I get it cleaned up. Alright, I think we got that cleaned up good enough, and I'm working on cleaning up the connector for the spline shaft, and basically just cleaning this stuff off. And yeah, I'm going to keep on getting to that, and then we'll taking all this stuff off, getting back to base metal, and then we'll get her welded back in place. Alright, I'm sure you guys are going to be struggling to hear me because I got the air compressor kicked on, but went ahead and cleaned this up all the way around. And yeah, we still got our marks, and yeah, she's, you know, keyed in pretty well. So I think the next thing to do is you know, run a bead around there. I did try to undercut it a little bit so that we can build the weld up and make it you know, a little bit bigger and a little bit stronger than what it was before, hopefully. Alright, so I went ahead and threw an edge on the blades. I mean, they're, you know, yeah, well past their use. So it actually took quite a bit of grinding, but probably more on those than it did on this. But yeah, I think we're ready to, you know, get her going. And I went ahead and cleaned us up a spot over here so we can get a decent ground. Let's see what we can manage. Where we've got some ground contact, so by the way, I've got a new Miller welding helmet that well, I've had for a couple weeks now, and yeah, I've been trying her out. So far I really like it, but I guess it would have been better, you know, if it didn't come with the batteries already installed, because I think I've used it, you know, 3 or 4 days over the last, I don't know, 2-3 weeks, and well, probably 10 days. But at any rate, the yeah, batteries are already, you know, played out on it, so it's, you know, it's no longer operating as an auto tint helmet, which is a little bit frustrating. But I have gone ahead and ordered some new batteries, just waiting for Amazon to drop them. Alright, well, we burned in a couple of tacks, and now I think we're ready to actually buzz her in. That ought to help control the warpage and give us a little heat in the middle. Kind of interesting in that you can really see in the puddle how different these metals are, and I'm a little bit surprised because this is actually a lot softer than this, because I'm getting you can really see you're getting good penetration into the spline coupling. Yeah, you really got to push it into that base plate. I think that'll hold her at any rate. I went with, the bigger the gob, the better the job. So, yeah, I think that's it. So now it's just a matter of letting her cool down, so I don't burn my tender, baby smooth skin. Let her cool down and go ahead and get the blades knocked back on there, and this thing remounted. But we're gonna call that a victory. Thanks for tuning in, and hopefully you'll be back soon with when we post our next video. And if you like our channel, please tell a friend. And if you don't like our channel, let me know that too. Let me know the kind of stuff that you'd be interested in. Maybe it's my forte, or maybe it's not. Have a great one, guys. Take care.